we really worked on getting our overheads deep. For those that were here, we had our dotted depth line down here at the 2/3 of the court, or the back third, as an attack area, and keeping our overheads deep so that we could try to elicit some short lobs, and then we could get it to a screen. So we would get our shoulders turned and bury it into a screen to really move them around and create them off balance. Today we're going to flip it to the other side, and we're going to work from the baseline on really getting our lobs deep so that we can look for a short ball to attack. And so what we've done is we've got our home base drawn out on the court here, and it doesn't matter whether I hit a great lob or Alan hits a great lob. The moment that we hit a great lob, we both move to an attack position. As righties, we would move, and we prefer our forehand, we move up to the attack here. We step to the line. Now some people are like, oh, I want to step a little further than the line and apply even more pressure. But the problem with that is that doesn't apply more pressure. It actually puts us out of position in no man's land and allows them to get the ball even medium deep, is going to kind of roast us a little bit. So we want to make sure that we're only coming up to the line. This is maximum pressure. They hit the ball short. Obviously, all of you are super fast and will have no problems getting the short ball, right? Also, if it's not a super short ball, if it's a medium ball, you can still drive that one. If it's an overhit ball, you're close enough to the back screen to move back, have it come out, and even drive that one. The only one you won't be able to drive is actually a perfect soft shot that's not overhit, that's deep, in which case then you can just simply move back, lob, and start the whole process again. If it's not a good lob, you don't need to set, right? If it's not a good lob, push them past the service line, both feet, one guy, not both of them, just one guy who's going to get it. If you have his feet past the service line, that's mission accomplished to then take this position, this forceful position. Again, we're applying pressure. That's what we're trying to do in this case. So we make a good lob and we set. Any questions about that? How hard do we need to hit this next drive if we've got the guy off the net?
It's not that hard.
Not hard at all. In fact, the softer you hit it, the more it'll dip at their feet. You step in, you just roll it right at their feet, and now they're trying to make volleys down here instead of, if you hit it really hard at them, they make volleys from here. And they can use your power against you. So you have to pick and choose how you want to handle it. So don't feel like, ooh, I'm over here, all the stars are aligning, I get my short ball, and now I step and I hit my winner. Don't think it as a winner. Do not think of it as a winner. Think of it as you're just creating the space and then filling the space. That's all you're trying to do, and you're willing to do that 100 times in a row, whatever it takes. Don't have a shot clock. If you're playing against good players like you guys, it will take several cycles of doing that over and over until they give up an error. If you've got a guy cutting across and taking your drive, you can drive behind the guy and see if that freezes him over there. Another great play, if this guy's over-committing and playing and taking your drives, you step forward and then you lob over the guy who was picking off your drive, because he's going to be looking for that drive, and suddenly you throw in a lob. Now you've got this guy messed up, the partner has to swing around, and now you've got total chaos on their side. You guys can then have your way with them. Does that make sense? Okay, so today we're really going to work on this movement and recognizing it. Make sure you talk. Like, if it's a good lob, you can even tell your partner, set. So it reminds them, because one of the things I saw in the last group was we would hit great lobs and then be like, I'm ready to hit another great lob. And I'm ready to hit another great lob, but we weren't really applying the pressure. We were letting them off the hook. We hit great lobs so that we can step in and hit nice controlled drives to a great spot. Keep it to the player off the net. I'm still seeing the pattern of great lob, we step up, and then we hit it to the guy who's ready. Don't hit it to the guy who's ready, who's at the net. He will make good shots. Hit it to the guy off the net. That's the guy that can't hurt you. Okay? Question, yeah.
Would you ever rush the net? I mean, you get a nice lob and you want maybe get up to the net.
So, yeah, we call that a blitz. Good. So the question was, if I hit a great lob, would I ever want to run in because I see maybe they're going up for a high backhand, or the guy's been hitting side hits, the soft ones the whole time. That is a great opportunity to lob and move forward. It's a very forceful play, very aggressive play, and it puts a lot of pressure, but you want to make sure that you blitz. A lob blitz, you need to do that against the right guy, because if the other guy hauls up, and just whacks you in the chest, that's going to be a tough one to handle. Does that make sense? But yeah, absolutely, that is a great play. Not exactly what we're working on today, but it is a great play. Okay, any questions?
For
Yeah.
lefty on the ad side, you just switch up the H and the A's there?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Let's be more general. How about you just move to the attack you prefer? Because even righties on this side may not even like their forehand. There might be righties here who prefer to hit a backhand. So then move this way, right? So it would be the mirror. As a lefty myself, when we hit a good lob, yeah, I'm going to step more in this area for a forehand, for sure, right? And the same thing over on the ad side. We've got, as a lefty, we might move out and show the left hand on that side, or as a righty with a good backhand, you might do the same thing. Always go with your strength. Always go with your strength, because that's what you're trying to do. Create it, show your strength, look for the opportunity to use that strength to keep the pressure on them. Maybe that'll elicit an error outright, but don't panic if they make the next shot. Just keep the pressure on them, then lob it back up and do the cycle again. Yeah, good question. All right, so we're going to do this the rest of the time here, and hopefully we'll have a few minutes